Hello everyone and welcome to the Auvoria Prime 2021 kickoff event. My name is Derek Alexander. I will be your host today, and I gotta tell you, I am thrilled for you to be here on this Saturday, and I wanna congratulate you for taking the time this weekend to dive into some amazing updates this company is gonna be giving you over the next few hours today. So before we dive into everything, I wanna give you guys a little bit of quick housekeeping. Now, obviously if you're watching this, you're on the Whova app. Make sure that when you're on this app to click each segment. We're not gonna have you just staying on one the whole time. You'll go from segment to segment as we have special guest speakers diving in and giving some amazing content that you guys are not gonna wanna miss. We'll have a lunch break from 12 to 1, and occasionally we'll have some 5-minute breaks in there for you to stretch, relax, but be ready to take notes, put your phone on vibrate, and dive into some amazing content. Not only do we have speakers from all around the world that have come here to share some amazing wisdom on how their business is exploding in 2021, but also we got to give away some prizes. We have some amazing raffles that we're going to be giving away for those of you that have taken the time to actually participate in being an awesome participant for this amazing Saturday. So before we bring on this amazing speaker who's going to come in, you know, a lot of people, they don't really understand how big the number billion actually is. See, if I were to start counting right now to 1 million, 1, 2, 3. Does anyone actually know how long that would take? And you can go ahead and engage in the chat if you want to guess how long it would take to count to 1 million, because guess what? We are going to be making you guys engage in the chat a lot today. So get your thumbs warmed up because we are going to be diving in deep with a lot of chat engagement. But the answer to that question is it would take me about 12 days to count to 1 million. Guess how long it would take me to count to 1 billion? It would take me 32 years to count to 1 billion. So clearly, that number is much bigger than a measly million. Well, we have a guest who has actually taken companies to over $1 billion with a B dollars in sales revenue, and multiple companies to well over $500 million. Now, this is not a feat that many people have done in the world, and we are blessed to have the president of our company not only has done that once, but he's scaled multiple companies to the multiple hundreds of millions. So why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because there's clearly some experience in being able to scale a company from ground up. Not just a year of experience, but this man has over 30 years of experience in this industry, running with companies and taking business models that just seem normal like any other company and taking them to crazy amounts of sales revenue. And if you're here not even at the end of year 1 yet. So here's what I need you guys to do, because again, we're gonna be doing a lot of chat participation. I need you to drop a 777 right now if you are ready to hear from the president of our company, Mr. Chris Simonian.
Hey, thanks, Derek, for that very gracious introduction. I truly appreciate it. And you know, you're right, we are a global company, so I really want to just basically start off by saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or wherever you are in the world. We are truly broadcasting, reaching out. I know that usually we like to try and do a live presentation, but as you know, due to travel, certain restrictions, we're doing this incredible virtual event. And Derek, you're absolutely right. The program is jam-packed, so by all means, definitely take out your notes, right? Write down the things that apply to you. I'm Chris Simonian, and what I'm going to do is, for the next 15 minutes, I just want to quickly describe to you and explain to you where we are, right, and where we're going to be in the future. So let's just start. So as Derek had mentioned, we're new. We're 10 months old, and it's amazing the amount of growth we've had in 10 months. So the way I look at it is that anything that starts up is really you're kind of an infant. And as you know, newborn babies, they start to crawl. They kind of bump into things, they bruise themselves, and then they start to walk, but they wobble a little bit, right? But after they wobble, then they're able to stand up and just move across the room. And Auvoria Prime's no different. Now, there are some companies out there that never survive that first year, but we at Auvoria Prime are truly blessed that not only we've survived it, but now we're actually moving on with vigorous growth, and the excitement is just beginning. And so if you take a look at it, it's really incredible what Auvoria Prime has been doing really in the past 10 months. And so when we say building to billions, basically is that we are a company that is growing and expanding at all times. We're constantly moving forward. So if you really look at our first 10 months in business, I mean, we're in 75 countries in just 10 months. That's an incredible amount of growth. We've included sales support tools, mentorship, education software, and you all know that this is just the beginning of really where we're going. We're reputation in a very short period of time. So as we start to build, think of it almost like a house as well, right? We're building that solid foundation. We're going to put up the walls, and then we're going to start to include everybody in. So as we continue to grow, what's the first thing we really look at? Well, we kind of look at corporate leadership. Corporate leadership helps us build that solid foundation. So there's a couple of people that I would love to point out to you. Starting at the very beginning is Bill Wynn. Bill Wynn really comes to us with an extensive education in software and technology. And so what Bill did is he married up that technology with network marketing. Bill's really main purpose, and you'll hear him say it over and over again, is to really help people from around the world, build, design, build, and protect their wealth. I also want to mention, actually go back a couple of slides, if you don't mind, 21 years of experience in the network marketing industry. His specialties are compensation plan, operations, and finance. And one thing that Josh Fair has done is not only has he saved companies billions of dollars thanks to his finance and compensation plan analysis, but he's also made companies hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars as well. There's one thing that Josh has noticed in all the companies that he's helped build. He says the companies that succeed are companies that do things the right way. And so that's really part of our core value. So if you look at our number one core value, is that we're going to do things the right way. It may not go as fast as maybe some of us hope, but if you do things right, remember the goal is to build a legacy. It's not to build a short-term business with short-term thinking. We're thinking long-term. We're thinking 10 years, 20 years, 50 years from now. Now you may have noticed that in the last couple of weeks, we also brought on 2 new corporate members. We brought on our VP of Sales, which is Matt Ward, and VP of Global Sales, Matt Ward. And now you guys may know Matt Ward. He's worked with a lot of leaders in the field, but Matt has an incredible reputation. He has an incredible reputation of building sales funnels. He has incredible ability of incentives, promotion, education, and all of that programs. And so one thing that Matt is bringing to the table is a history of success of helping companies that maybe are in the 100 million, take it to $500 million and into $1 billion. Also joining us as our Director of Marketing Operations is Susan Bachelder. Now Susan also, you may know her in her name. Not only does she come to the table with incredible 4X education, but she's an incredible marketer as well. And she's joining our marketing team as our Director of Marketing Operations to not only help us with our messaging and our branding, but also with the future vision of the company as well. So we're just getting started, and as the company grows, we continue to expand. So as we brought on Matt and as we bring on Susan, we also expanded our team, into including obviously myself as president. And it is with great honor that I am your president. My over 30 years of experience to this industry, and I can't be more excited really about a company, about Auvoria Prime, than I am today. So as we start to build the education, as we start to build our corporate team, and as we start to expand our infrastructure, we also want to attract some of the best programmers in the industry. And it's only natural, right? And so we have incredible programmers with us. We have Nate Williams with Arrow. You probably heard of Nate Williams. Arrow is taking things by storm. And with Nate being a big part of our company, we then move over to Tyler McKechnie. McKechnie with Gearbox. Gearbox is that combination between Einstein and Alexander. And then, of course, we have some more great products. We have Variable, and then we obviously have the soon-to-be released Neo and Stratamus. So as we continue to build our reputation in the industry as that go-to source, we're going to be attracting some of the best developers in the industry. And so what does that mean to you? It means products that are going to do what we say that they're going to do. And that's going to give you the confidence, it's going to give you the energy to go out there and share it with as many people as possible. So really, where does that take us now? That takes us really to you. So where do we go from you, the field leaders? It would have been very easy just for the first 10 months for us just kind of to sit back and say, wow, that was a great job. But that's not how we do things here at Auvoria Prime. Why? Because in order to build a billion-dollar company, in order to continue to stretch and expand our business worldwide, we want to make sure we do things the right way. And to do it the right way, we need to focus on you, our field leaders. So here's what we'll be doing in the next coming months, as well as the next coming years. We're going to be expanding our product line. We're going to be expanding our support structure. You're going to hear about many times when we're adding to the support team, all basically from customer service to our back end, to our product development, and so forth. Then we're also going to expand our education platform as well. But there's some more fun and exciting things that we're going to be doing, and things that you're going to be hearing about all throughout this program. We're going to be coming out with a whole new recognition program, and you're going to be hearing about that today. We're going to be coming out with incentives and promotion. This is a big part of what Matt has been working on. We're focusing on you, the field leaders. You are our heroes, and we want to see you succeed. Our goal is to bring our communities together and lift everybody up. And so what we're offering is we're going to be offering some incredible value for all the programs and incentives. So as you continue to rise in your rank levels, you're going to see a very generous rewards program. And so we're very excited about that as well and what we're mentioning. The next thing that we are going to be looking at is, well, what does Auvoria Prime stand for? Where do we sit? Well, Auvoria Prime is the go-to marketplace for all your wealth management tools. And if there's one thing I want you to take from this presentation that I'm giving you, is really the future of where Auvoria Prime is going. We're going to be that one source where your friends, families, neighbors, community, everywhere goes to Auvoria Prime to get their wealth management tools. We're going to create tools that are going to help you design, build, and protect your legacy. And that's really important because remember, we're just not building a business, we are building a legacy. And there's something very important about that because it's not just you. It's going to be you, it's going to be your kids, the next generation, it's going to be your communities, your neighborhoods. We're going to be able to offer something for everybody. So it's really all about designing, building, and protecting. So a lot of you are probably designing your future right now with Auvoria Prime. You're designing it by picking out the products that are going to help you grow. Some of you are now also not only designing, but you're building your future. You're building it through building an organization, through our incredible compensation plan, and you're building out those organizations. And it really doesn't matter what age you are, but I know you're going to get to that age when you want to protect it. You want to protect your legacy. You want to protect all the hard work that you have done. And so we're looking at programs of wealth management, asset management, wills, trust, etc. I mean, it's going to be the future of wealth management. And that's really what Auvoria Prime is. It's kind of your one-stop shopping for now and the future. So as we continue down our road into building Auvoria Prime and seeing who we are and where we want to go, I just want to ask you one particular question, and I want you to think about it very carefully. I want you to ask, where do you see yourself? Now, you've seen what we've done, really, in the past 10 months. You've seen that. So I want you to think for 1 second. Where do you think we're going to be in the next 10 months? Or perhaps even the next 10 years? I know for sure that you're at the right place at the right time. And you're really here with the right team. So as we start to expand and build our company into wealth management and wealth management tools, as we start to build and expand our infrastructure with seasoned professionals such as Matt, Susan, as we start to expand our business into incredible products that Nate, Tyler, Sebastian, the whole group, this is really going to be an incredible journey. And I can't be more thrilled that you're on this journey. So if you remember one thing that I said is that Auvoria Prime is going to be that go-to source. It is going to be that wealth management marketplace where your friends and families, I want that to be on the top of their minds. If they are looking to design their legacy, if they're looking to build their legacy, and then if they're looking to protect their legacy, our goal is to make Auvoria Prime on the top of their mind. And so we're just getting started. We've only 10 months, as Derek mentioned. We haven't even gotten to our 1-year anniversary yet. And look at all that we've accomplished. And we can thank you for that. We can thank you for your faith. We can thank you for your bravery, your courage to really take life and make it your own. You do have a choice. You can let somebody else be the author of your story, or you can be the author of your story. You're the one that can take control of your destiny. We are here to help you support that. We promise that we're going to give you the tools, the education, so you can take advantage and you can build your own destiny. Again, our goal is not just us, but it's communities around the world who will lift each other up. Get excited about something that puts you in control. If one thing that we've learned throughout this past year is that things that we may have thought we were in control of, we're no longer in control of. So we want to make sure we give you that edge. We want to put you in control of your own future. The only thing that you have to do is you just have to say yes. So I'm going to challenge each and every one of you out there. I want you to say yes. I want you to say yes to the opportunity, and I want you to say yes, you're going to change your life. Because if you don't, the last 5 years are going to look like the next 5 years if you decide not to step up and make that decision. I always say there's 3 kinds of people in this world, right? There's people who make things happen, and I think that's you. I don't think you would be on this virtual event if you weren't in that first category. But then there's some people who kind of watch things happen. They kind of wait to see what's going on. And then there's the third group that says, what the hell just happened? The whole world passed them by. I know you're not in that group. You're in the first group. You want to make things happen. And you want to make your future. But I also want you to think about your family. And what about their future? A lot of you really don't know me, but I want to get to know each and every one of you closely. I had a good education. I was blessed, but I worked my way through school. And that's how I got started in this industry. I didn't want to have a loan, so I got started in network marketing, and I built a pretty good business. But one thing school didn't teach me, it didn't teach me about wealth management. Could I read an income statement? Yes. Could I read a balance sheet? Yes. Could I do a business plan? Sure, I could do one of those. Could I value a company? I probably could do that. But did I really learn how to design, build, and protect? Did I learn something that I could leave my kids? I actually had to go through the school of hard knocks. I don't want that to happen to you. And that's what our major purpose here at Auvoria Prime is. We want to really help you design and build and protect your legacy. And in order to do that, we all have to do it together. So I go back to the question, where do you think Auvoria Prime is going to be 10 years from now? Even 10 months from now? I think we're going to be the #1 go-to marketplace for all your wealth management tools. So before I throw it back to Derek, I do want to say one thing. I want to thank each and every one of you, and I really mean that sincerely, because I believe time is our most precious asset, because we really don't know how much of it we truly have. So I want to thank each and every one of you for spending your time with us on this Saturday. And I honestly believe that at the end of this program, at the end of the day today, you will see the value, you'll see the opportunity, you'll see the excitement, you'll have the enthusiasm to take the world and make it your own. So once again, thank you. I'll see you throughout the event, and I want to throw it right back to Derek. Thanks, everyone.